We got what we call ourselves red eye rye here. How you doing? We're going to do a prime rib today there. You see the two fingers? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cuts from our favorite butcher. Remember you said, I wish I had a favorite butcher? Prime rib is on the grill. We're taking it up to about 800 to 900 degrees for about 15 minutes. And then we'll shut her down. We like to get her up to about, well, the gauge here will peg. You're not going to see that gauge with the steam on this camera. She goes up to 700 degrees, but we'll peg her about 1100 to 1200. And we'll sear that prime rib, why wouldn't I? And it'll be awesome. Well, it's the beginning of review, taste test, whatever you want to call it, on my red eye rye. I put it in the keg. It's a little cloudy, which I'm not too familiar with. I don't know if that's because of kegging, of chill haze. Not 100% sure. It seems to be carbonated. I'm coming out of a picnic tap. Of course, that's a long story. I got 3 kegs in a kegerator. This one I force carbonated. The other one I let sit for 2 days under 35 pounds of pressure. And I'm going to get this wrong. The Payday, I don't even think the Payday's in there. Oh, I got a sample of Payday in there. 3 gallons of overflow Payday. But I'm still learning this process. This poured very foamy out of the picnic tap. The kegerator spigot, the Pearl Light, whatever they call that one, is working beautiful. I've made this one, this is the 6th time, only under a different name. It used to be called a lock watcher. Those who know me know what that means. But yeah, it's a good beer. And over the time we've increased a little bit of the wheat, a little bit of the Cara Red, and a little bit more of the rye. We went from a flake rye to a milled grain, which I had to adjust the mill to get the crush that I wanted for the efficiency. Everybody knows about efficiency. I'm not the master of none of that. So, got some good lacing on it, and poured it out of a picnic tap because my kegerator has one tap. I wish I would have got the 3, but then all my friends would have come over and drank it all. So, yeah, we've been working out here. We got the garage, we got a project going here shortly. Maybe we're gonna open the pool and possibly put a pool heater in. We're not 100% sure, but we got to get the best we can because we live, those who know me, on the polluted shores of Lake Erie, which is the city of Buffalo. We're not the snow capital of the world no more, from what I understand. I guess Erie, Pennsylvania took it from us. I'm not 100% sure of that either. I'm not 100% sure of nothing. Nobody mentioned about the wines and the beads and the sakis and stuff. I don't think that counts, though. What anybody was talking about here. Never mentioned before, but I dabble in into the sakis. Yeah, we got 3-4 bottles of sake down here yet. We got to tap into that one of these days. But yeah, we got a collection here, so it's not only about beer, and we're going to get into the ciders pretty soon, I hope. So that'll be different. That'll be a different thing to do. All right, everything's sanitized here on the chocolate oat stout. Transferring to secondary as soon as I get the bubbler the hell out of the way. And it's nothing more than opening the valve, like we know. And off she goes. Let that run off in the secondary, and you can have a nice beer there. There's the color. Yep, she's flowing nicely there. We should have exactly 5 gallons, if not just a little bit more, so I'll have to watch it. So we shut that valve off and we don't Don't get it all over the floor. You know how that works there. We've done that before. In the Sam Adams case there, we have some, those are the Red Eye Rye. These are my Red Eye Ryes. I got to go put in the fridge maybe tomorrow. Last of the bottling I've done there. We'll still do a little bit of bottling, but not so much anymore. So we'll let this run off here, and we're good to go here. Fill up the secondary. Just poured one of those Red Eye Ryes here. It was the raspberry Red Eye Rye. So that's got some carbonation in there. It's this is a bottle condition one. You got 24 of them. Not bad for a 4%er. 4%. This one's a nice tasting little raspberry. And it's a raspberry, burnt raspberry at that. It was made with a burnt candy sugar. Oh, Mama's gonna like that one. Those are done. They can hit the fridge. That was one of my last bottling episodes there. So they'll hit the fridge, and taste mighty good, I'm sure. She's gonna like them, that's for sure. Sampling a Payday runoff here. Slightly carbonated. I mean, it's nicely carbonated. It's just not much of a head. It's been in a keg for 6 days. It's about 3%er. It's a nice tasting beer. Very light beer. Very nice, good beer. Yeah, it's one of those moments there. Next time we'll check better on the fittings to make sure we don't have a leak. Now we figured out we had a little drip. I thought it was from the little tap I had, but wrong. Actually, a fitting is leaking, bubbling, so we'll take it apart in the keg. Got a lot of beer. We didn't lose a lot. We lost about a glass and a half, maybe. Just by what the towels wiped up there, maybe less. You know how a spill goes. It looks bigger than what it really is, unless it's oil. When it's oil, it's bigger than it always is. So, no, this is just beer. So we cleaned it up. Got the wrench out. We'll take this fitting off the keg. We depressurize it. We'll change the O-ring. I got another set of O-ring kits I kept on hand. So it's a learning process here for the old man. It's just one of those how you doing moments, so live and learn. Next time I'll check the fittings with actually a soapy solution instead of the Star Sand. And I've done gas fittings and air fittings and all kinds of high pressure systems throughout my life. I worked on that kind of stuff, steam fittings, and I should know better, so it won't happen to me again. Prime rib. 2 slices and 2 slices left. My plate's there, and I'm going to have my salad in a bowl. But look at that beautiful prime rib. Okay, here we go with a draw. See how this thing's going to draw here. Not supposed to touch a glass to it, but we're going to a little bit. Some more foam. Not sure why. Is what it is. Better carbonated, that's for sure. So there you go. Too much of a head there. I'm sure it's too much of a head, but it's just what it is. It's a blood orange. Definitely carbonated better. One more sample. Smells like beer. Tastes like beer. Kind of a big head on that one, but we're still dialing this kegerator in. We're just about got her set there. Not too bad. Proust!